Clara from Mayor, and I will be talking to you guys about why carbs are not your enemies. Can I please get a fettuccine alfredo? But please hold a fettuccine. I'm cutting out carbs. Throughout the years, many individuals, with a majority being college-aged, believe that carbohydrates are the main factor contributing to an individual's inability to lose weight. As a result, many drastic diets have been adopted in which one either refrains from consuming carbohydrates, also known as the keto diet, and some may reduce their carbohydrate intake in the hopes that this will help them achieve their goals. What many of those individuals don't know is that carbohydrates are actually beneficial when consumed correctly. Especially, they are crucial for individuals who put in hours of work at the gym every week in order to help tone their bodies, as well as lose some weight. First, let's analyze why one should focus on not cutting carbs out of their diet in order to improve their bodies and maximize their training. In order for our bodies to properly function, one must maintain a healthy and well-balanced diet. This balanced diet is composed of three important groups known as macronutrients, which includes proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are sugars that when broken down, they help the body by providing it with energy needed to perform various activities. In an article written by Mark Hargreaves, John A. Hawley, and Asker Jacundrup, posted in the Journals of Sports Sciences, they make mention of a study in which it was found that when athletes increased their carbohydrate consumption a few days before exercising, there was an increase in muscle glycogen, which is the primary form of energy and fuel while exercising. A high level of muscle glycogen can help an individual increase their ability to gain muscle. In another article that was written by Louise M. Burke, Bent Keynes, and John L. Ivey, it is observed that muscle glycogen levels are highest during the first hour after one is done exercising. Because of this, it is important for one to consume carbohydrates at this time to take advantage of the effects, since after 2 hours, the levels of glycogen go back to their normal levels. So yes, carbohydrates are ideal for one's diet, but one must make sure that they're consuming them in amounts that are consistent with their goals and in a level that your body can benefit from. One should also focus on their intake of proteins and fats, since consuming too much of either can actually contribute to weight gain just as much as consuming too many carbohydrates will. Additionally, one should keep an eye on what type of carbohydrate they're consuming, since they're all not beneficial for the body. There are two types of carbohydrates: simple carbs and complex carbs. Simple carbs tend to be known as simple sugars. These types of carbohydrates are easier for the body to break down and to be absorbed into the system, which in turn leads to a rise in blood sugar much faster. You can find them in processed foods, and they do not possess nutritional benefits to the body, which is why we're told to stay away from them if we're trying to lose weight. Some examples provided by Deborah Manzella include candies, soda, and syrups. On the other hand, we have a complex carbohydrate, which are the ones we should try to include in our diets because of their beneficial nutritional benefits. Complex carbs take longer to digest and are absorbed at a slower rate by our blood. They are high in fiber, which helps one feel fuller compared to when consuming simple carbs. The best foods you can find in this group are those who are less processed, also known as whole grains. This includes brown rice, whole wheat bread, oatmeal, amongst others. To summarize, carbohydrates are an important macronutrient that should be part of people's diets, especially if you're active at the gym and trying to gain muscle. They will help you perform better during exercise when consumed an hour before, and it is always good to replenish your body with them at least during the hour after finishing exercising. One must make sure not to overeat carbohydrates, as it can result in a gain of weight, just how overeating any other macronutrient can lead to a gain of weight. Thank you.